Emil, I hear myself. Can you maybe fix?
Yeah,
So
I just disabled the sound.
okay, good. So today I'm gonna play 2 missions that Emil created over the last couple of days, and I have never seen them before, so that could be an interesting thing for you to see when I experience them for the first time.
You already get proclamations of love in the chat channel.
I wonder how this will escalate. Okay, so the first mission I'm gonna try is this one. And I think this is the first time we show an actual mission from start to finish, which is also quite interesting, since we have shown a lot of tech clips and other stuff, but we haven't shown that much actual gameplay. So this mission, let's bring out the map. Fire in the hole. A research facility like Cave Island uses a lot of propane gas, a lot. Make sure they understand the value of ensuring their propane by destroying all their tanks. And there is a story before you get to this point. So this is part of a story, so it might not make a lot of sense to you, but the mission here is to destroy propane tanks. And it looks like they have a security system, and it's explosion sensitive alarms with a security helicopter response, and it's 60 seconds. On this map, you can move around, and there are some things highlighted. Sometimes, not always. So here we can also list the targets we have. Somewhere feeding the old lab building. Close to the canteen. Near the fish processing factory. And the mansion, warehouse, and research lab. Okay, so we have 6 of them, and I guess I have to destroy all of them. All, yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So let's start.
nothing.
First, we need to find them. And it looked like they would be pretty visible. So here's one, obviously. And just to see how it works, I'm gonna do a quick save here and destroy it. It did set off the alarm, but there's no alarm sound. I guess that's a bug. But the timer starts, so we can assume there is an alarm should be playing right now. Okay, so when I shoot a tank, it's obviously explodes. I don't know if I can move them, but it looks like I can move them. But I can't lift them.
They are secured to the wall.
They are secured to the wall, so maybe if I... Risky.
Living on the edge.
Looks like it's working. Maybe I'm gonna try... should probably... So it's probably in the cupboard here. I'm gonna take this out. So could it be maybe this distance or something? Let's see. What is that? Okay. So this one came loose, and now... So the wires broke. So I can actually move them without the alarm going off, because the alarm is on the tank.
Yes, they are explosion sensitive. Very common.
Ah.
I have several at home.
Okay, so that's one. And here's another one. I only have very limited ammunition here. It's something you can work up by finding valuables and upgrade your tools back at the hub. But right now I'm pretty low on ammunition, so I'm probably not gonna use that much because I'm gonna need I'm gonna need them to set off.
Actually, blow them up.
Yes.
Blow them up.
So there was one, and there's another one, and there's one over here, it looks like. So that's 3, right?
Yes. Almost done.
Almost done. There is one. I'm glad they are pretty visible, at least. So here is also one, and that's inconveniently placed on the back of that building. And there's one up there, okay. And that's the other 3, right? So I feel like I could either maybe stand somewhere here where I'm close to all 3 of these, or get I can't really get a sight line to all of them, I guess. And then it's a pretty long distance up to these ones. I don't know, where was the... I'm gonna look at the map and see where the... So this is my extraction point where I escape. So there was one, there's 2, and there was one under there, right? Yes. So I guess from planning this out, I would probably start with these ones and then go for these, trying to work my way up to the mansion and then jump off this into the water to the exit vehicle. But I'm a little worried about my ammunition, actually. I'm gonna restore to my previous load where I haven't wasted those 4 shotgun shells. So I'm gonna start. Let's this was actually harder than I thought it would be. I'm gonna try and find... I feel like standing somewhere here. I don't know if you can see the mouse pointer. Is it visible?
Yes, we can.
It is, okay. So I feel like somewhere here, standing here would be good, because then I can see that one, I can see that one, and I should be able to see that one. So I'm gonna try that.
Yep.
So I go up.
But you should save the game, because now we have nerfed the pistol. So I'm not... The plan is really good, but I'm not sure you reach the mansion anymore.
I'm gonna try. Then we'll see. So I'm gonna try and come up on the roof here. I have planks. So I'm gonna put a plank here.
A real lifesaver.
So from here I can see that one, that
1, 2,
one, and that one.
3.
But then I need to get up on this roof quickly if I start with the other ones. So maybe I start with these ones and then... But then I have to run twice. Let's try this to start with. So here I can see all 3 from here. So let's save this and try it. So I'm gonna try this one. Works. This one. And that one. Ah. Okay, if I just move.
That works.
Yeah. But then I need a quick way up on this roof. So how do I do that? I think I'm gonna try and use a tree.
Again, sensible choice.
So I'm gonna drag this tree over here. Or maybe I'm gonna do it with a bench instead. Yeah. And then I feel like I should probably be able to put a tree here somewhere.
The stream is a little bit laggy.
Okay.
I think you could just continue, but it stutters a bit.
Okay, I tried lowering it to 720p this time, but it doesn't seem to have any effect in that case. Because it was lagging a little bit last time also, I know. I heard. So, let's see, if I put this... Oh, did I just chop off the...
Who stepped on the cable.
That works.
A beautiful contraption.
So,
that's how I always do it when I need to get up on the roof.
So I guess I should... This really bothers me. And I wish it wasn't there. Maybe I should move this more over here. But then it's not high enough, so... Maybe like that. Ah! I'm gonna waste another plank, I think. And then... Okay. If I go to the right, I can do it. So now I have the path up to the roof. I have the... I'm gonna just practice that a couple of times. I'm probably gonna need to put a plank there as well. Oh. Okay. Boom, 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 and then I probably rush over here and jump off into the water to the escape vehicle. Oh. And then we have the other three. And it's a pretty long distance here, but if I can just find a good sight line here where I can see all three. Was it just outside this door maybe? But I feel like I also want to be as close as possible to this end. But of course there is something hiding these two. So I guess this is gonna be the spot where I shoot 1, 2, 3, and then I'm gonna take off to the roof. Because here I can see 2 of them, and I can probably make a hole. See, from where I stand now to this one is it's a little bit hard to see. I'm gonna start by making and I actually, let's move this one. Since I should probably save this. Since it's possible to move it, I feel like that could be a good idea.
People are suggesting you should use the crane.
Ah! Good idea. Just a little... need to be a little careful with that, I think. Oh, there's a lot of explosives, actually.
Just laying around.
I feel like I shouldn't smash that many things with this. It's going into some uncontrolled swing here. So if I put this one next to the other one, that must be... Oh! All right.
Good choice.
I think I'm just gonna drag it. Or actually, I could do. I think I'm just gonna drag it. Otherwise, I could
drag it with
yeah,
the crane.
yeah, I could have.
It.
Exactly, I could have dragged it, but I feel like this
Reverse.
should probably work also. Oh.
Take it easy.
And then if I put this next to this one, I shouldn't need more than one shot.
Yes, should work.
If I put it reasonably close. I'm gonna try that and see if it works. So save. Gun. I think both of them exploded, right? Yes.
Yes.
So just, I feel like this should actually be doable now. But since I have more shots in my shotgun, I feel like I should probably try to move the other one as well. Because then I can put all three of them next to each other. And just so you know, this is not my first time walking around this environment, even though the mission is new to me. So I kind of know my way around, which definitely helps. So I should... Oh! Okay. Quick load. I'm gonna try that one more time. Maybe more careful this time. Actually, I could use the gun because I'm only gonna need 4 bullets. But it sounds a little risky. Okay. So I'm gonna try and get that down. And since I don't know if this is gonna explode, maybe I should try that. Will this explode if I try to? Seems to work. And then drag it over here. Just in case. Okay. I'm gonna quick save. So now I'm actually gonna do a real attempt to finish this level, and I'm gonna start as far away from this cluster as I can. Ooh, and the gun, because the gun has a certain range, so I'm gonna try here, and then I need to move closer if it doesn't work. Okay, it did work.
Nice.
So the timer is on. There should be an alarm system beeping in the background and music playing. And we have 1, 2, and 3.
Let's run in the right direction.
Hooray!
Get the flying jump.
And go. We go.
Goes.
With 28.6 seconds to spare. So I got a little bonus point for passing the 10-second mark. I think I should have gotten the 20-second mark as well.
Yep.
So that was the first mission.
Let's take a quick. I only noted down one question, but I've saved it for later. Someone is writing for both Dennis and Emil. I'm a game developer recently laid off from a job because of COVID, EA, and was wondering how, if you have yet optimized graphics, ray tracing, and most importantly, post-process effects. If you'd like to touch on that.
Is that a job application or is it? I think it's definitely not fully optimized. It is not, but I also don't think I'm gonna have much time to do more than it already is because there's still a lot of other things to do, and I feel like performance-wise, it's better than I previously anticipated since we added more support for more resolutions and also the render scale. So if you have a slower graphics card, I think there's a better chance now that you can run it. We haven't really done much testing in that, but I know Kobe, who made actually the environment we just played, he has a GTX 970 and he can play it. So I don't know if he plays in 60 frames per second, but at least 30 should be fine. Was there any other questions?
No, that was it was the only one I noted.
Yeah. So let's move to the other mission, and it would be this one.
You're welcome, X Elite Force 2X.
Ghosts in the Machines.
Yes.
So now we're back to the Lee chemical factory that you have seen in all my Twitter videos and also the last stream. But I haven't seen this particular mission. Let's see what it is. Grab the 4 control interfaces and the computer in the office. If possible, grab 2 optional interfaces. And it says no alarms, but I suspect that is not the case.
That's a typo. There's definitely alarms.
So let's see. We have the car, that's my escape vehicle. We have the player. We have the computer unit, which is there. The yellow dots here are the required targets, and the white ones are optional. So I need to take these 4, and as you can see, they make a bit of a diamond shape. So there's no... usually, if they're in a straight line, you typically start with 1 and then you run along a path and pick up all of them. But when they are laid out like this, you can pretty much start with anyone. So that makes it a little bit more complex to plan. And since I would consider myself an expert player at this point, I'm gonna go for the 2 optional as well. And this is supposed to be a pretty early mission, so...
I would have been disappointed otherwise.
So let's see. These are all control interfaces. Let's go see what they look like. There is the computer. And I have the same tools I had last time. And that one is locked. And there is metal bars on the windows. But this one seems open. So we're gonna try to get up. Ah. And when you get close to target, you can start seeing a little outline, so you know that you're close. And in this case, since the targets are clearly visible on the map, it's pretty easy. So there's the computer. I guess this is the control system for the other things then. And this red cable here means that it's connected to an alarm system, and when this cable breaks, the alarm goes off. So that was the computer, and then let's look at the other. Is there one over there? Yes. Let's see. Should be in here, right?
Yes.
But where is it?
Where is it?
So is it hidden?
No, it's not. Oh, it's like that scene from Star Wars. Obi-Wan Kenobi climbing the... You look very alike as well.
Oh, there it is. Okay. I just missed it. So there is an optional target. And this is... And now I kind of locked myself into this. So... And here's some... Oh, I can actually walk out here. So let's see. There's a computer. There's one. And I'm guessing... I already see it. There. And then we have one which is... In order to see how high up it is, you can, since the map is 3D, you can kind of move around a little bit to get the parallax effect, revealing that this is not on the ground floor. It's actually somewhere where this meets the building. So it must be in the top, somewhere in the top of the tower. So I'm gonna go check that out. So it's locked, and here is also a target, and it's locked. So I feel like I should probably try to get in here, because I want that...
I'm not saying anything.
Yeah, I'm just thinking that if I could get a hold of that vehicle, I could use that to tear down the other fences. Since I don't have that much tools or ammunition, it seems like a good idea. So let's try it. It's a little high up, but So there's one, and now I can get here. Also added first-person mode on vehicles.
Very immersive and very fun.
But it's a little hard to see, so I'm actually gonna stick to the third person. Okay, and now that I have the front loader, I'm gonna try and do something about this locked door over here.
While you're at it. You had the key.
I found the key. There was another vehicle. I actually missed that in first. I could have used that one. It would have been easier. So I'm gonna go up, since it was somewhere up here. There it is. And since it takes some time to walk up the stairs, I feel like it would be maybe a good starting point to start up here. But let's, and I've checked out these. There's only one more to check out actually, and I'm gonna try that. So. I think it was down here. Yeah, that's the last one. So I think my plan here would be to start top of the tower, jump down here, I think. Through the roof maybe. And then run up here, take that one. Maybe I should do this one first. Yeah, I think I'm gonna start with this one. Jump down through that window here that I just broke. Down through the roof here. Take that and use that hole to get in here. Pick up that one and then run up here. Pick up that one and then somehow get in here, which is probably on the second floor, I guess. And then run over here. It sounds like it could be maybe take too long, but I'm gonna make a go for it. And I think that once I picked up the last one, which is gonna be this one, I also need to get to the escape vehicle, and I'm gonna place a truck here, or this pickup truck, so I can use that to more quickly get to. Oh. Maybe I'll do this one instead.
Dennis, I get a question about route planning tools in the map.
Yes.
So while you're playing, you could actually show off the route planning tools we have implemented.
We do have one, which is the spray can. So that will come in handy, like if I guess when I come in from this end and take this, I could actually draw on on the ground here. Oops. And that will also be visible on the map. So that we have some of that, but I kind of get what you mean. It would have been convenient to have waypoints maybe, or some way to put markings while you're in the map mode or something like that. But it's not something we have right now. I'm gonna open this one. That should be enough. And here's a bug. So take this one, jump into the pickup truck, and then drive off.
Amazing plan.
Here.
I can't see what could go wrong.
I'm a little worried about the timing here, because it is 6 targets and they're fairly spread out. So I'm not convinced this is actually gonna work, but I'm gonna do a little practice. I need to make a hole in the roof also in order to make this work. So that one jumped down here, and then oh,
I thought I updated that.
yeah, that's supposed to break, but maybe I'll just jump down here and use the door instead. And then, since I want to get down, I'm not really gonna use the stairs. I'm just gonna, so now I can quickly get down there, take this one, and then I wanna move the other way. I wanna go here. Just gonna put a little box. Maybe I should do a smaller one. So I'm gonna put this here, and so I can get out. And then in here, take this one. I'm gonna throw these away. And then up here, I feel like I should make the, I'm gonna try that. I never tried this before, but I'm gonna try and move the staircase here, because it would be a little bit shorter. So perfect. So now I have a faster way here, up here, and then I think it's probably better to take this one first. Or it doesn't maybe even matter so much. But this was on the ground floor, and I guess this one is on the second floor, but I haven't, oh, it was the office, yes. So I think I should definitely do this one first, because it's always easier to go down than up. So I should make a hole in the wall here, I think. And I'm gonna use explosives. It doesn't always work, but
Works if they break, but they are like just on the edge of what's needed for them to.
I feel like it's because I'm throwing at an angle in this case, maybe, but gonna give it one more shot. Oh, so let's bring out the front loader again. Or actually, I have the gun. I think we can easily force that one to explode. So I put this one here, maybe. And then, so then I have good access to this one. Go in there, grab that, and then out here, and then I wanna, I'm gonna make myself a little bridge here. I'll take that one into the truck and then... Okay, so I think I have a plan. Start up here, out through the window, down. Maybe I should mark that just so I know. So I remember which. And this one I can maybe mark as. And then I should go back. And then have this one, and then oh no, that was actually wrong. I also need a hole here. I'm just gonna quick save this. Because I need to get into the office building. So I'm gonna try this. So this is not the one. Should actually turn here. And this spray can is pretty good because if you have even more targets, this gets pretty complex to remember the path, the intended path. Take that one, and then it was after that one I should go down here, right? And then what's in here? Take this one, and after that I go out here. Jump over the tree. Take this one and then escape. I'm just gonna move this. Okay, I think we are ready for the first attempt.
I don't think you even need to quick save.
No? You don't think I'm gonna make it? I feel pretty. Plan. I feel pretty confident this is gonna work. Actually, it felt like there was some pretty good shortcuts being made. So let's try it. Alarm goes off. Oh no! And then down here, down there, this one. Follow the arrows. Up here, in here. "28 seconds.
Yeah, I think you're gonna make it.
Looks like it.
Applause. Nice work. 13.8.
13.
That's good.
So I got my 10-second bonus on this one. Good.
Yes.
But it was good. I really liked it. I think it was
Thank you.
It was a nice mission. It was more traditional, more close to what I played before. But I must say the propane tanks was much more fun. I think it could have been
it's
a little
because
bit
the explosions.
Yeah, maybe. But also the thing with the sight lines was kind of interesting. That and I like that you can move them, but maybe that was a little bit made it a little bit too easy. But I'm not sure. maybe some of them could be attached to a cable.
I don't know. We're still very early in the game, so but
maybe.
Yeah, maybe.
All right. Did we have any questions?
Yes, we have a few, and I'm gonna start with the questions here. What is the most important thing you learned when it comes to programming, like heritage lists, etc.? The alphabet.
It's a tricky. I think the only way I know to get good at programming is to just do it a lot. It's one of those things you cannot really be good at other than having a lot of experience, I think. So that must be.
We talked about this a little last time also.
Yeah.
A similar question came up, and I think both me and Dennis said that just if you want to make games, just make games and have no like preconceived idea that you're going to make a game that you're going to release. Just make a lot of small games. Just do it.
Yeah, I think that's probably the best way. So there's a question here. What happens if you don't escape in time? I don't think we ever showed that.
Maybe show that.
I was a little bit too good at this.
Yes.
So let's set off the alarm and show what happens. And also there's been questions before, like what if you try to move these ones? As you can see, you can wiggle them a little bit, and you can even move them within the cable range. So if I can actually hang it outside, so I don't have to go into this building. If I had something in this building and wanted to catch this on the way, I could just hang it out a hole in the wall, and it's totally fine as long as the cable is not broken. But if you tamper with the alarm box itself, like if you shoot this one, the alarm is going to go off, or if the wire breaks, it's going to go off. So alarm is off, and now we're going to have to wait 60 seconds. And now you're gonna see there is a helicopter. There's actually something wrong with that animation, but there's a helicopter approaching, and when the time is up, you just get a little animation sequence when it arrives at your escape vehicle, and you're busted. So there's no big chase or any gunplay or anything, so gunfights. So
another question was, I heard through a rumor mill that the world is stored in a 3D texture. Would you mind doing a brief overview of how you're rendering the world?
I think it's better to. I promised in our last stream to make a technical stream where we go over the render pipeline and everything. I think it's really hard to summarize in just 30 seconds how I render the scene. so let's save that for the technical stream that is coming later.
We've talked about metal deformation, but at the moment there is nothing planned.
Yeah, I think I don't think it will be in for early access. I think what you're going to see in early access is probably the tech that you're seeing right now. It's not gonna. It's gonna be a little bit of difference I planned for for the breakage itself, but probably not metal deformation. Even though I'm thinking about it, and it's surely a very fun topic, and it would be fun to try. But we now have so much things to do on the actual gameplay.
And then, what's your system specs?
It's a GTX 1080 graphics card and a Core i7 quad-core CPU. So it's nothing. It's not the best you can buy, but it's definitely a good gaming PC. And
How
RAM.
did you do the sorry.
Also, RAM was in the question here, and I don't know actually. I think we're aiming at this to work at 3 gigabytes of GPU memory, and for system memory, I don't even know. It's less than that. That would be required. But I think if you have almost any PC you can buy, will probably have enough system RAM to run this.
How did you do the cable simulation with collision?
I think that's also the technical stream.
For a technical stream.
Yes.
And we get this question a lot, so now I'm gonna both say it in writing. Yes, we are planning for modding. Exactly what that means is a bit unclear at the moment. We are looking at different paths and different levels of modding for people who are have different propensity for modding. So it will be a part of the game, but when, how, is not exactly known at the moment.
Yeah, I think the only safe thing we can say is that there will be modding support, and the first incarnation of that will probably be just load static scenes directly from Magica Voxel, according to some specs that we will release, where you have the different materials laid out and some information on how to model things in a good way to make it work with destruction, and also some custom or some example files that you can look at. So if you want to start building your own destructible worlds, learning Magica Voxel is a good first step.
We have talked about doing something to clarify a bit how we build worlds and stuff like that earlier, so that people can start like getting a feel for how stuff works and how material handling is handled and stuff like that.
We also get a question. Any plans for mobile?
Excuse me?
There was a question. Any plans for mobile? And the answer is no. That's not gonna work.
Just old USA feature phones, not smartphones.
Make a Java
No,
port.
there will probably not be a VR version. It's just too taxing.
Yeah.
Yeah, we are aware that the stream is stuttering. I am watching the game directly on Discord from Dennis' computer, and it is not stuttering here.
So, do you think that is that on my end, or is it on the receiving end? Is there someone on the stream?
Because I see it as well. Because I see it. It's super nice in the Discord, but not on Twitch. So.
So there's KGamer64 says the stream is fine for me. So that probably, and there's more saying that. So it's probably not stuttering on my computer. It must be something on the network or the receiving end.
About price, we talked about that a bit at the last stream as well, and we said that it will not be a AAA full price title, which means not $60. We said that it's going to be indie priced, whatever that means, but a more reasonable price for the game. We just don't know at the moment. We can't give you any numbers.
There's a lot of guessing here.
Yeah, yeah.
It's not
What makes you think I'm gonna confirm those numbers after saying that?
It's not like we're not telling you. It's more like we actually don't know. We haven't thought about it yet. So
I can tell you it's going to cost 30, but I'm not gonna tell you what currency. Anything else we should showcase?
What does the main base look like?
Go back to the...
So we have the hub, Luckele Wrecking Company. I'm not sure that's going to be the actual name, but that's what it's called right now.
It's kind of stuck. I don't know if you should enter the house or you shouldn't. Because there are stuff we've never shown before.
Yeah, So this...
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know either. Maybe we do that another stream, because in this building you have your computer and TV, and they are pretty important to the progression and how the game plays. And we will show them in a separate stream. That's where you get your missions and coordinate and everything, and upgrade your tools and stuff like that. When the game will release. That's also something we just don't know, because we only know the game is not finished, and we will not release it before it's finished. But we're still hoping to get it out this year, and I think there's a good chance of that. We have, I think all the environments that's going to be in the early access are actually done now. We're just creating missions, and we're polishing things, and we're making UI, and we're making story and all that stuff.
Yeah. The name of the wrecking company is, are you ready? Luckele Wrecking Company. Luckele. So it shouldn't be that hard to pronounce.
Can you break a vehicle so we can see the destruction? So I can break this one, maybe? I don't know if it actually still runs. So the
motor isn't even badly damaged.
Yeah, this might change later, but right now it still runs as long as the motor is not damaged.
Yeah. Co-op multiplayer is not planned. Nobody knows what happens in the future, but it's nothing. We are not working on it. We are not planning for it. Can you provoke an explosion?
I think I just did that.
Know if there is any. Yeah, with that gun you can. But
or what would you mean by provoke?
I don't know.
I was interpreting that as if you can make something explode in the environment.
Or maybe if you can put something that is burning under a gas tank and make it explode or something.
Yeah, that is gonna work. It doesn't, but I showed you in the previous mission, I threw gas tanks and when they hit the wall, they exploded. So that's a little bit of that. And also fire will spread. I've also seen that question a lot. It's just not in this build, but it's gonna work. And fire will set off gas tanks as well.
You can try to hit the ground. Get questions about. So this is a design choice, not really an engine choice. There is a layer of indestructible material just down under the dirt. I made a video on my Twitter channel where I showed digging really deep in a very quick mission or level I made to support that. But Teardown is not a digging game. It's not a Minecraft clone. It's not a mining game. Maybe in some level there will be room for digging somehow, but it's not something that we are.
Let me ask another question to whoever was asking. Why do you want? What do you want to do with the digging? Because we get that question a lot, and I never really understood this desire to dig.
I can see that there is a sexiness connected with like the heist theme. You dig a tunnel under a building and you enter through the basement and stuff like that. But
exploration progression was an answer here, and I guess that would also imply that there are actually stuff underground, like caves or treasures, or they want Minecraft too. Because I guess what you say, Emil, is that you could make a tunnel underneath something, but that's...
yes.
I can see in some very specific cases you could dig through a hill to make a shortcut, but that is... It's very few cases, I guess, where you dig an underground tunnel and it's faster just to run above ground.
No, I'm thinking more of like breaking into a house that it is easy to break into and then digging maybe 10 meters under a street to the bank that is much harder to access from top side or stuff like that.
Yeah, maybe.
The clouds are just a skybox. They are not volumetric.
No.
I built a skyscraper for a much earlier iteration of what later became Teardown. And there are some issues with architecturally with skyscrapers. Not from a technical perspective, but the fact that you can just blow holes through the floor and really quickly traverse a skyscraper makes it tricky to make the kind of levels that we are talking about. I think I have a few videos on my Twitter where I'm running around in the skyscraper if you want to see what it looked like.
Digging creates a more realistic feel and brings a more immersive feeling, actually being able to break literally everything. Yeah, I guess. But that also, I mean...
Explosions do make a hole. They just don't make a very deep hole. And I mean, this layer of dirt on top of the undestructible. I mean, it could be 3 voxels thick or 5 voxels thick, or it's really up to whoever builds.
So yeah, I guess we could have a whole, say, 3 feet or something with dirt if we want. But that's also a performance and memory problem. If that's going to be everywhere, might be
and it's also another thing that we need to discuss when it comes to Teardown that is very different from other games. For example, if we take Minecraft as a counterpoint, in Minecraft, whenever you dig, every chunk or every block of dirt or whatever, it just compresses down to this really small piece that doesn't actually take any space.
Right.
But in Teardown, every single piece of the debris that is destroyed when you make a hole or when you dig or whatever is still there. So if in that video I made, I started with blowing a really big hole with a rocket launcher, and what you end up with is just a really deep hole that is still full of debris, which impacts the way digging could be implemented in Teardown.
Yeah, I think if we do digging, we would need to have a special material that pretty much just disappears when you dig. Otherwise, it's kind of tricky, and that's a real problem in the real world too. Like you actually need to get rid of the dirt when you dig a hole. So it's certain tools, yeah, maybe I don't know. I guess we'll see. I don't think for the early access that digging will be a big thing.
A couple of really people who really want to know if a building collapses if you destroy all of its support on the bottom.
It does.
I think we showcased this in the last.
We showed it in the last stream, and maybe we can do this small one.
Does the P6 use NVIDIA P6? No, it doesn't. My bunker is still in. You can showcase the bunker, the ammo bunker.
I feel like this should maybe count as being collapsed by now.
If I came home to this, I would probably say, "Oh no, my house collapsed." So
just need some fresh paint.
Am I missing something, or do chunks of voxels not break up when falling with great force?
That is a correct observation. But that is one of the things I do want to change, actually. It's a performance thing, so no matter how hard this hits something on the way down, it's not going to break. But I think I will probably change that. So maybe it's time to...
No, I'm just going to clarify again. The lag is not from Dennis' computer. It's running smooth for some and stuttering for some. So it's something out on the interweb.
Can you die? That's the question.
Yes, Nah. It's
I think I should show that maybe.
But now Dennis died, or his player avatar died.
So you should be a little careful with large explosions.
Yeah. But it's not like permadeath or anything, and you need to restart the game from all the way from the beginning or anything. The weapons are implemented in the engine, and we've talked about this quite some, like a week ago or something, how to, if we could, and how it should work if we had some Lua support for like weapon mods, and we just don't know at the moment.
Yeah, I don't think that's going to be the first priority, at least. I think the modding will probably start with just this Magica voxel import, and then go on to integrating more and more features of the editor for modding, and then scripting to add some life, and also maybe even custom game modes. And then after that, maybe weapons or new weapons would be.
Dr. Shab, no, materials does not erode over time. Yes, we use Magica voxel to build most assets. But the levels are, we build assets in Magica voxel, which we then put together in our editor. So we're not building complete levels in Magica voxel. A 970 8GB RAM, 4GHz CPU should probably be able to run the game on lowest settings.
Yeah, probably. Probably.
I've been running it before we implemented graphic settings. I tested the industrial settings that Dennis played today on my son's computer, which has a 980. graphics card, and it was running at 60 FPS most of the time until he got the rocket launcher out, and there was so much debris that it went down towards 30.
So maybe it's hard to see in the stream, but I just set the quality down to 50% render scale. And since the world is made of voxels and everything is really low resolution, there are no textures, so a lower render scale usually looks quite okay. So it's not too bad to play this at low resolution, I would say. Should we round this off, maybe?
I think so.
All right. Thank you, everyone, for watching. And we'll let you know.
Next time.
See you next time. And we'll let you know.
When Dennis is gonna try out new missions.
Yeah, I feel like we shouldn't maybe spoil all the missions, but this was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
And we should try it again. And also that technical stream will maybe be the next stop, since there are so many technical questions.
See you around.
All right.
Guys.
Bye-bye.